We're talking about holiday travel and how you stay healthy amid another surge in COVID. Among other things, really, it is the season when there are a lot of various viruses circulating, the common cold as well. Carrie Gans is a registered dietitian, nutritionist. She's a certified yoga teacher. She's an author. She's everywhere, and she's in New York this morning, and she's telling us about how we can remain healthy. And it goes without saying, I know, Carrie, that at the foundation of all of this is make sure that you are vaccinated and masked up if you are traveling. That goes without being said, but it bears repeating, right?
Right, 100%. Goes without saying again, but yes, you've made a very important point.
All right, so once we have that, we are still susceptible to other things. I mean, we're still susceptible to coming in contact with a range of flu-like viruses, the common cold as well. You say limit your stress. Don't you think sometimes during the holidays or even year-round, we're stressed out without even realizing it? We think we're fine.
100%. I mean, people walk around saying, oh, I'm okay. But we deep down, so many of us are struggling with stress. And the problem with stress is it does wreak havoc on your body in ways that you don't know. And if you're not getting enough sleep, which is an important factor that can lead to increased stress levels. So it's important when thinking about how do you keep your stress down, it's maybe meditate for, 5 minutes a day, or even think about just getting more sleep. 7 hours a day would be one of the first tips that I would suggest that we all try to do.
I did early morning news or overnight news the better part of about 15, 16 years, and without fail, by about the last week in November, first week in December, I came down with something. That cold, crud. And when I got off that schedule, that didn't happen those subsequent years. So there definitely is a connection, is there not, between sleep, stress, and how our immune systems take a hit. Let's talk about this one, a postbiotic. Now, am I reading this correctly? I've heard of a probiotic. What's a postbiotic?
Yes. Right. Many people have heard of a pro or even a pre, but a postbiotic, what that is, it is a non-living metabolite that's produced through a fermentation process outside the body. And when you consume it, it has a health benefit on its host. And a lot of research has been done by the #1 leading brand in postbiotics, which is Epicor. And what they have found that 500 milligrams a day can help maintain and support a healthy immune and digestive system.
So and that 500 milligrams can be available in just one dose.
Yeah, I think of it as like, we all don't like, at least I don't, which is weird as a nutritionist. I don't love all fermented foods. I don't love kimchi. I don't really like, kombucha. Anyway, so taking this one pill is like taking a fermented food. Sauerkraut. I do like sauerkraut, though. But it is a fermented food in a capsule.
Interesting.
So it's really easy. And the thing is, though, Ron, it should be taken year round. I mean, all these things we talk about to enhance, to maintain our immune health, that should be done year round, not just before we get on that plane or onto the train in the middle of travel season. Year round is
it's funny when someone will take an airborne before they get on a plane, right? When really the ingredients in there, vitamin C being one of them, is something we should have in our diets daily. So the postbiotic doesn't interfere with or compete with a probiotic. You can still take your pro?
Yes, you can if you want. I mean, everything that we ingest has different benefits and based on research. So if you are taking a probiotic, you should know the strain of the microorganism and see if it will have a health benefit for you.
All right. Now, I certainly appreciate the sentiment here, and that is eat antioxidant-rich foods. People are eating junk and sweets and drinking during the holidays. So, I mean, really, are you saying balance that, or are you saying forego it? I mean, do we?
No. I would never say forgo. Okay. We still want to have fun. Okay. No foods are off limits, but if we want to help our bodies feel better, we should give it what it needs. And it doesn't need more cookies and cakes and candies, but it could use more fruits and vegetables, antioxidant rich foods, because those have been shown to help protect our body against free radicals that can help then decrease your risk for catching a virus, such as a cold or a flu.
Yeah, yeah. And again, when you travel, you're exposing yourself to more people. You're also
Yes.
maybe not sleeping as much during the holidays because you're going to parties. You're getting so all of these things sort of culminate during the winter months. We know when it's more
Yes.
difficult. Yeah. Well, we really
Exactly. All
appreciate.
these things.
Well, we appreciate your guidance, Carrie. Thank you so much. Hope you have a
You're
great
so
holiday
welcome.
as well. And Carrie's book is The Small Change Diet. Carrie Gans is the author joining us here this morning. You can read more about that as well. You can also find her at carriegansny.com. Yeah, I know. Listen, I've tried to sort of maintain my regular, more healthy eating habits during the day, and if there's an evening thing, then I just sort of make that my indulgence and let it stand there.
I just keep ginger root in the house and just drink it daily. That's been helping a lot.
Ginger root is like a tea almost.
Yeah, just get the root of
And you like the taste of it?
I do, a
All right.
lot, yeah.
Because that's key. If you don't like the taste of something, right?
That's, you know.
You're less, which is why they put stuff in pill form.
I know, right?
All right, we'll be back right after.